Welcome back, dear friends. Oh, I love when this woman's on the show. She's my friend. You can't talk about chocolate too much before Valentine's Day. You just can't. I mean, there's never enough chocolate. And if you're looking to step up your dessert game ahead of the big day, we have a couple recipes for you. Joining us with some of her favorites is our good friend, the cooking mom, Amy Hanten. Hi, Amy.
Hey, Jace. Hey, everybody. I have a total confession. I am a chocoholic. I love really good chocolate. I'm not talking about the not so great stuff. I mean, I like this seriously dark chocolate, and I probably eat a little bit of chocolate, just a little bit, like every single day. Don't tell anybody.
Hey, that's all right. It's the pandemic. We're allowed to, believe me.
Exactly. So these are two desserts that you might find at your favorite kind of fancy restaurant that I have been really craving, because obviously I'm not going to a lot of fancy restaurants. None of us are. And it's really fun to do like a date night in. I'm not saying don't support your local restaurants. Takeout is wonderful. And even going to the restaurants that are doing a great job. But it's really fun to make a special date night dinner in and a special dessert. So these are two winners. They seem real fancy, but they're super easy breezy. The first thing I'm going to do is, I love that dense flourless chocolate cake that you get at some of the fancy restaurants. It's like super fudgy. I found a way that you can do it at home. It's like crazy easy. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it in muffin tins. So they're really cute little individual desserts, so you don't even have to worry about cutting them. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some butter. Yep, we've got some butter here. And then some good quality semi-sweet chocolate chips. And that's key. You don't want to get the generic in this case. You just really want to get the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to pop that in the microwave just to carefully melt that chocolate for like 30 seconds. Now, I'm doing these in muffin tins, which really works out great. You don't need to have a fancy tart pan or anything like that. I don't even own one of those, keeping it real. So I'm just really spraying, or you can butter your muffin cups. I'm going to check out my chocolate. This is just a few ingredients, and you can't believe how yummy they are. In just a minute, too, I'm going to show you how to make chocolate mousse, some of the best chocolate mousse ever, in your blender. It's like that crazy easy.
Well, and Amy, I'm so glad. Yeah. Amy, I'm so glad you said that about the quality of the chocolate, because you can save some money on other things, but the quality of your chocolate really, it's important, because it helps. It melts better. Chocolate melts better. It's creamier. It doesn't get gritty.
All of the above, Jace. Okay, well, my butter and my chocolate chips are melting. I'm going to skip ahead to the mousse, and then I'll get back to these flourless chocolate cupcakes. I love chocolate mousse. I mean, who doesn't love getting chocolate mousse at a French restaurant? You don't see it on a lot of menus. It's so easy to make at home. So the first thing, again, I've got some good quality dark chocolate chips. Yes, if you're not a dark chocolate person, you could also use the milk chocolate chips, but I like the semi-sweet. And then one egg, and you know I love cooking with a little bit of booze. You know I do.
I know.
So I've got a little Kahlua. This is optional. You could also use vanilla, but we know the whole coffee. This is coffee liqueur and chocolate really kind of works together. So I'm just going to do a little splash of that. So I've got an egg, chocolate chips, and a little bit of Kahlua or vanilla. Now I've got this in my blender. The blender is going to do the work. It's going to chop up that chocolate. All right. So I'm just going to kind of Arlo my a little bit loud. I apologize for that. So that kind of starts to chop up the chocolate, and then I've got a cup of heavy whipping cream that I heated. Carefully heat this because it can get really hot. Then we're going to add that heavy cream to the chocolate chips, the Kahlua, and that egg, and that's going to help melt it. Be very careful with that hot cream in the blender. And then we're going to do it one more time just to get it nice and smooth, and then we're ready to rock and roll.
The dog is obviously not afraid of the blender noise.
I know. I'm sorry about that. There's no other way to do this but make a lot of noise. And even though Arlo, my black lab, loves being with me in the kitchen, he can't have chocolate.
No.
Not good for him. So then I got these fancy, we got these for the holidays, these little coupe glasses that we make little sidecars in. But you've got some fancy glasses in your house, martini glasses, wine glasses, even in clear little juice cups or canning jars. So we're going to pour this mousse. And this is really rich, so you don't need a ton of it, into whatever kind of fancy vehicle glass you want. And then you pop them into the refrigerator just for a couple hours, or you can even do this the day ahead. If you're going to do them too far ahead, put some plastic wrap over them, and then when they come out, here's what they look like. They're dense and fudgy and rich, and then I've got some, just because we're going to be fancy-dancy here, just some real whipped cream that we can pipe on top, maybe some fresh berries. And that is just like, I mean, a rock star dessert, tastes like $1,000,000, and it's just so yummy. All right, back to these Flourless chocolate cupcakes. This should be all melted. Yes, it is. All right, so this is chocolate chips and butter. All right, real simple. We've all got that in our house right now. And that's what I love about both these recipes. You probably have most everything in your kitchen to make them right now.
Absolutely.
So melted chocolate chips and butter. All right, then we're going to do brown sugar. We've got brown sugar, right? Some beaten eggs and some cocoa powder. So again, this is super simple. A lot of my recipes are not only, these days now more than ever, I'm cooking from what I have in my kitchen, in my pantry. Also cooking on a budget. I think we're all watching our pennies these days. So this is one of the desserts that you can't believe how good it is. It just costs next to nothing to make. All right, so this is our fudgy concoction here. Just kind of mix it all together, get the cocoa powder. Notice there was no flour in here. The cocoa powder does that. And then I'm just using a little scoop. Arlo's right here with me. And then these are cupcakes, so you don't need to fill them all the way up, about halfway through. These are really dense and fudgy, and again, a little dab will do you. Full recipes on the website. Lots of great recipes for Valentine's Day on the website. You know me, I do all the socials, so follow me. I'm also cooking on Instagram, which is fun, so you can join me live in my kitchen. All right, so these go in. The key with these is you don't overbake them. You want them to be really fudgy. 375 for like 10 to 12 minutes. Keep an eye on them. Even pull them out a little bit before they might be done, because you want them to be the consistency of like a fudgy brownie. So here they are. They don't look all that right now. They kind of look like little, hockey pucks, right? But let me tell you, I want to break one open so you can kind of see how fudgy they are. And then I'm going to decorate the top. They're just like pure goodness here. I mean, yumminess. Yeah.
I love that.
And then the top of them kind of, collapses a little bit, and doesn't puff up like a cupcake because it doesn't have baking powder or soda or anything like that. So don't be alarmed about that. When you present them, a little whipped cream on top, and then some berries. And this is like total rock star dessert. The strawberries weren't looking very good at the grocery store, so I love raspberries and chocolate together. But I mean, how cute are these?
And super simple. I love it. Both
so
of them.
Simple.
Happy early Valentine's Day.
You too. I miss you guys all so much. I hope you're all feeling the love and staying warm. My goodness gracious, it could warm up any time now, huh?
I seriously have a week of it, so we got to get used to it. But happy Valentine's Day. For all of Amy's recipes, go to thecookingmom.com, and there it is. Don't forget to buy her cookbook, The Cooking Mom Cooks Up Memories, wherever books are sold.